Good evening, guys. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. And I'm Eric. Uh, Tonight, we're going to be talking about um, decision making and choices as well. Um, how can I begin? Um, the first thing that I will discuss with you is basically on how you make your choices and decide what you want to do in the future, and then make a decision plan on what you basically want to do. And also, I can't really tell you that you have to do it, but I'm basically just giving you advice on what would be um, best for your interest and stuff like that. Um, Number one, I know that it's very difficult for all of us to decide what we want to do in the future, as well as making a decision. Basically, sometimes it can be very difficult for all of us to make choices or pick from them, vice versa. And just coming up with a plan for decision making, that can be kind of tough. That means it has to be planned, and you have to decide when is the best time to discuss it and what is it pertaining and what is it all about. It basically all depends on what's going on, or if there's like a situation going on and you want to sit down and talk about it. It all depends on the situation. Uh, Making decisions are not the easiest thing to do. And I'll point out um, a couple of things. Um, can give you a couple of examples. Well, let's basically say that this is going to be something that you plan on doing, um, you know, this week, next week, a couple of months. It basically it's all up to you. I can't say or make you do something that's going to make you uncomfortable. It's basically your choice, and it's totally up to you. Um, I know for me, it's really hard for me to make a permanent decision, and I'm constantly in that loop, and I have it locked in, and I don't exactly know how to make of it and how to express my feelings towards that situation. I am shy for one, and I don't really know exactly how other people are going to react or show their emotions and all that kind of stuff. So I'll have a little bit of change of behavior and stuff, and I'm sure we all do. If you're not exactly sure what kind of decision you want to make, sit down, talk to your friend, talk to somebody that you know that will be able to give you the best advice to make a decision. Just like if you want to go to work or if you want to go to school, you have to make a decision on what you want to do. Um, A decision means that you have to decide what those choices are going to be and make sure that that's what you want to do. You might be saying, I want to go camping. And then all of a sudden you decide a different decision. You want to spend time with your friends, or you might be disappointed because somebody else is having a birthday party or someone's having a pizza party or whatever. Let's say you didn't get invited and you'd like to get invited. That's part of decision making. And that right there can be really tough. I mean, I am basically shy on all different kinds of things. It just basically all depends on how you look at it. I'm not exactly for sure how that goes, but I know that um, something will um, change eventually. And I know that there are changes that I have to decide on that will be coming up in the future, probably in the next couple of months, if that. Um, Basically, what's on the next scope of discussion making is basically going to be based on a few changes, not much, just probably a new title for this channel. I am thinking about changing it sometime this year and see if there is going to be any changes. If not, I'll start brand new. I'll start fresh. Because I have kind of noticed that some of the videos that I have made seems like a lot of people are not interested in watching most of them. I have noticed that a lot of or some of the videos that I've made, I've noticed that say no views. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm kind of disappointed. I'm kind of disappointed. It does make me sad. So I really enjoy doing live vlogs a lot because the next video that I'm thinking about doing, I guess what I might have to do, I'm gonna have to make a decision on how to make this all happen. It may not be the I don't know what to decide. That's a really hard decision to make. So I guess I got to think about that. There's something I'm gonna have to give up, and I'm not exactly for sure what that may be. I might. Hmm. I don't know. I'm just not very happy on whatever. So I guess I'm going to have to do something in order to make this happen. Is make a decision on some stuff and upcoming videos and live stream that I'd like to do in the future. Now, this is such a very difficult decision and stuff. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. I'm just so frustrated now because I don't understand what's been going on. I work very hard making live these live videos. I don't understand what's going on. Obviously, no one has an interest or whatever. I have noticed that some of them um I haven't got any views on, so I guess I'm gonna have to start paying attention and writing them down. Um, because it seems like um I don't know, when the time is right, I'll make that decision and discuss it with you. I'm just not exactly sure what that basically means to me, but I know all of my videos mean the world to me, and I like doing it for the fact and do it for you guys, basically. But I might, I'll have to make that decision, and that's part of decision making based on what is your decision going to be like. It would totally be up to you on what you want to do. I'm just really frustrated tonight. I don't understand what's happening here, and I guess I'm gonna have to do something to, I don't know. I didn't expect that. Maybe it's because I haven't been doing live blogs like I should be doing, and I do them every day. I guess I'm gonna have to start keeping a log or something or writing them down. Um, I'm gonna have to do something. And when I decide what that decision is going to be, I'll let you know. There are some decisions that I have decided to do, and I will let you guys know when I find out. I have to find out what is going on because I'm not sure if it's me or what. Well, finally, I got someone to watch, which is good. Um, it helps. It makes me feel good. Um, mm, I don't think I really like that. I don't really like that at all. Um, hmm. No, okay. That question I don't really like. I would never make that kind of decision. To me, that's kind of ridiculous. I make decisions that are good and positive. I don't want to make decisions that are going to be the opposite. I rather do good things and stay positive because that I don't know, but I want to continue to be positive all the time. I want to make good decisions. Um um okay, I'm still trying to figure out what you're trying to tell me. I'm just trying to let things bug me, and it seems like I've got to let a lot of my stress and anxiety go, and those are decisions that I have to make. It just seems like everything is just stuck. And hmm, video games. Hmm, I have to think about that. That does sound like a good idea. Video games is one thing that does relax me. I just don't do that very often because I don't want to get attached to video games, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt. And I appreciate that suggestion. That would be an awesome decision to make. Um, you have to pick and choose what you want to do in life. Do the right thing. Don't make ridiculous choices. because if you make the wrong decision, the wrong choice, you'll regret it in life. Um, hmm. I don't quite understand what. Um, anyway, I will have to get back to those responses. I'm kind of clueless right now. I don't quite understand what those questions are or whatever. It seems kind of strange to me. So I'm just trying to make that decision or choice because I'm got a question mark on exactly what people are saying, and I'll look at the questions and the responses, but it takes me longer to process what they're actually saying because I may not understand. Um, okay. If you want to know what the live stream is all about, it is basically about decision making and talking it over. And if you don't understand something, ask questions or ask for advice. I don't mind asking whatever questions you may have. And I'm sorry if this blog tonight is confusing. Um, so, because you guys just gave me a hint about some of the live streams. And if you want to know what the upcoming live streams are going to be about, um, yes, what kind of advice would do you need? And that's what I'm here for. I'm just waiting for questions on your concerns and what kind of advice that you need. That's what I'd like to know. Is it a concern that you're having? Is it decision making? Did something happen? What exactly and what kind of advice can I provide for everybody? I need suggestions. I need your comments. And then I can look them over and reapply to them. And then I can tell you exactly what my response is based on what your problem is. If it's about school, if it's about going to work, different types of situations. Please, okay, all right. Um, okay. Um, Another thing that was brought to my attention, that I can also add to this is basically stealing. Um, I'm going to basically say that if you want my input, my decision on stealing, stealing is not a good thing. Stealing is very serious because it can basically get you in a lot of trouble. In a lot of trouble. You don't want to do that. You want to do things that are good, not things that are bad. Um, okay. Um, well, um, okay, that doesn't really sound like a very good decision. Is there better choices that you can make in life? let me tell you this. It concerns me on different situations and the way people decide what they want to do, where it's question and answer time. Oh, I think I should do this because it's not working out. Oh, I'm depressed because this is what happened in school or whatever. Decisions are everything. And I don't really understand what that question is. Like I said, please make the right decisions. Because if you don't make the right decision,
SPC watch number 00.
it will basically be, I can't really, um, well, I can give you advice on it. I'd rather see it be a good thing instead of the opposite, because you'll regret it later, and you don't want to think about bad things. You want to think about good choices. Make good choices. Sit down and decide what good things and what you want to do in the future, because doing things that are bad, such as stealing, you don't want to do that. That can get you in a lot of trouble. In a lot of trouble. I could basically write a whole bunch of things down of what is good, what the good things that you can do in life, and then I can put the opposite, which would be false, of things that are not true and things that shouldn't happen. And basically, the other thing is trouble. You got to make the best decision, the best choice on what you want to do. And be careful the way you decide it, because you just have to be careful on your choices and stuff like that, and the way you treat people. Because I treat people the way they want to be treated, and I'm very, very kind, and I'm able to sit down with the person and talk it over, talk it out, and sit with them, listen to their problems, and then that would be letting that person know that you care. And that's most important. I guess in the upcoming future, I will be listing important live stream blogs in the upcoming months, because some of the things that I'm hearing just gives me a point and gives me basically ideas for educational blogs, because I can basically talk more about the importance about life, decision making, etc. Because you don't want to be making stupid choices. It will be your own fault, nobody else's but your own. And if you decide that you want to do something and then you change your mind, you got to make your own decision what you want to do. If you're not sure, sit down with the person and tell them your concern, how you feel. Because There are a lot of people all over the place that can talk to you. Even if it was somebody, um, like even if you talk to somebody on the phone and said, I need someone to talk to. Do you have the time to talk to me? I need advice on this, this and that, blah, 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 blah. And if you guys gave me a list about your problems, I will be able to help you in in any way that I possibly can. Because now with all of these different things that I hear that go on in the world today, I'm just not interested in watching the news anymore because I used to like watching the news, but obviously that's gonna stop. It's not really all that interesting. It does get boring, and I don't have interest in bad things. I only want to hear good things. I want to hear people's stories. I want to hear exciting things that you guys are going to do in the future. Just basically all positive stuff. But if you're going through a situation and you need someone to talk to, I'll do whatever I can. And I will sit down and give you, um, I can give you advice depending on what the problem might be. And I'm really good about problem solving. And I do spend a lot of time with people. If there is a situation going on, I usually will give that person space, which would be that they would have to make a decision whether or not if they want to discuss their problem or just keep it to themselves. Because you don't want to be butting in or saying, oh, I know you had a bad day. Let's sit down and discuss it. But it is up to the other person to make that decision, not yours. It is up to the person to make that decision. And if they decide that they want to sit down and talk to you about it, they will. If not, it might make them uncomfortable. Decision making is everything. That also goes along with choices and other things. And like I said before, decision making is very, very difficult for some people. Maybe a lot of them know exactly what kind of decision they want to make. But that doesn't make you the number one best person. And I can tell you right now, we've all make decisions, and some of those decisions may be good, and some of them may be the opposite. But that doesn't make it to where we're, you know, the number one. What what I mean is by number one is that number one to me would be the best person in the whole world that knows everything. And that would basically tell me that they're proud of themselves and give themselves a pat on the back. But like I said, we're not all perfect. Everyone's different in their own way. And it's good that you feel happy. And you know, like even sitting down or talking to somebody and saying, "Oh, I'm proud of myself because I did this. I'm really glad that I made those choices." But make sure that you give people personal space. It's important. You don't want to walk up to the person and start having a conversation and asking them, "Oh, I think I know what your problem is." How would you know that unless you were around them? You would know. Then you would be sitting down talking to them and trying to figure out exactly how to change it and make them happy again. I don't like to see people upset with themselves, angry, blaming things on themselves for things that they really had no control over. I know I blame myself for a whole bunch of things, and I don't mean to say those things because I know I've regretted that, and when it does come back to me, it hurts. And then I wonder, why did I say that to that person? Why did I have that discussion? Why didn't I give people their space and not get too personal with them? I basically wait until the person comes to me. And if the person is crying for help, I've got the time to talk, listen, and learn. And I can basically learn from the person. I just have to key it in and figure out, hmm, decision making. Big question mark. Should I say this or should I not say it? And what is that person going to think if I just open up my mouth and say that I know what happened? And the other person says the opposite. How would you know that unless you were there? You just can't guess or think that you know what the situation may be or say that this actually happened, but it didn't. And the other person says the opposite. But like I said, think of positive things, good ideas. Don't don't dwell on the bad stuff because all of these different choices that are not exactly good choices is only going to hurt you, and it probably would affect other other people that you know, because then they're probably going to wonder, why are you acting like that? What's going on? Let's sit down and talk about it. It is going to be up to you to make that decision call. I mean, I can't make that decision for you. It's all up to you. And if you're not ready to make that decision, you have all the time that you need. It's not like you have to rush into it and say, "Oh, I'm ready to talk about it. Let's sit down and talk about it." You might need time. You have lots of time, lots and lots of time. You might just hear the person say, "I don't know right now. I'll have to get back with you when I make a decision on what I want to do in the future or during the week or whatever." Just try and give them time to figure out what they want to do. And then they'll come to you if they need more advice. But I try to be there for those people that need it the most. Like, I've been around people enough that really need people to talk to, you know? Maybe you have someone that you know that might be lonely, that might need a person to talk to all the time, or is crying for help and needs advice from you, or maybe
SPC watch
other
number 0032.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that interruption. It's just um one of those days. But I have upcoming vlogs for live streams this week, and we'll discuss that um probably tomorrow. I have I do have live streams scheduled for tomorrow. I just don't have a set time yet, and I'll let you know. But I really haven't decided what time those live streams are going to happen and what time. I know I'll have time in the morning to do a couple of them, but I would have to start early in the morning, like between 4:30 and 5 o'clock, to get things rolling, because I'm usually gone during the day, and then I don't get home until like around 2 or so. So I'll do whatever I possibly can to get upcoming vlogs going, live streams, and sit down and discuss it with you. Because I do a lot of these live stream videos, and I do it for everyone. The more the more I do this, the more focused I am, I can get through the day. If I don't do a blog one day or maybe a couple of days, then that's basically telling me that I don't have no interest in making live videos anymore, because I'm not interested. I don't really care to do it no more. But I like it. I've always enjoyed doing videos, and a lot of these videos are always going to be live streams, because I haven't even said when I'm going to stop. All of these live videos are going to continue to grow. Once I start, I don't stop unless I get tired of it. I'll let you know. But I plan on doing live streams as long as I can. I'm not giving up hope. I'm not I'm not giving up on anything right now. If I was giving up on anything, it would be everything altogether. Meaning that I'd give up on talking to people that I care about and all of that. But I'm not like that. I still talk to everybody that need me. And if it's even just a phone call, I will accept phone calls. I do know that. So um, I'm just not a person that likes to talk on the phone a lot, because I'm not that interested in talking on the phone. If I do talk on the phone, it would be for a couple of minutes. And then after that, the conversation is over. I get too anxious if I'm on the phone talking, because I several years ago I just got annoyed, because I had a lot of friends that called me all the time, and it really got annoying because they wouldn't stop calling me. And I said, "You guys see me all the time. There's no reason for you to call me a million times, because then I have to go back to decision making, sit down with that person and tell them this is a problem." Or if they come over a lot. It does get annoying. So I have several important blogs, and I will list those tomorrow. I think they're going to be like 7 or 8 blogs. I'm not exactly sure. But please don't be making horrible decisions, because you will probably regret those problems or things that you said. Just think about it. I know that it's very hard to decide or make a choice on what you want to do, and you got tons of ideas that are really puzzled. You just don't know where to go. You don't know which choice to make. It's either one or the other. That's why if you need someone to talk to, if you need advice, all you got to do is leave a comment in the section below, and I will reapply to all of your guys' comments. But I am watching those comments, ladies and gentlemen. I have to continue to check comments because they have to be appropriate comments, because I had an issue, I can't remember when, but I do remember I did a live blog and I believe I discussed about comments and why. I do remember that. I'd have to go back and look. Um, you know, so just make the right choices. That's all I ask. And it works out good for everybody. Just don't just don't give up hope. You got to remember that. Don't give up on something that you're very interested in. Because if you give up on that one thing that you're interested in, you don't want to do it anymore. Like going to school. You may decide that you want to continue to go to school, but if you end up having problems come down the road, you say, "Oh, I love school," but then all of a sudden you make a decision and decide, "Nope, I'm not going back to school no more because I didn't get along with this person or whatever." Or maybe you just need to sit down and talk to somebody about it. That's all. So if you need any advice on anything, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to give you guys my best advice, even if it's questions, answers. I'm here. Just please let me know if you have a certain story that you want to share with me, a topic for an upcoming live stream. Please let me know. Any suggestions for live streams would be awesome. I would love to hear different stories. And I'll be talking about some other things that will be very exciting. And it will be a very special announcement that I'll have for all of you guys in April. You'll find out what that special announcement is. And then there will be a week or a month when I do a shout out video for everybody. I've never made a shout out video before, so I am looking forward to doing that. So if you guys want me to do a shout out video, please let me know in the comments below. And I will reapply to all comments. Please make sure they're appropriate. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please make sure that your comments are appropriate, because I check all of the comments. And if there is a comment that I don't like, I won't answer back. I'll just automatically delete that comment. Then that's one thing I don't have to worry about. So if you don't hear back from me, it may have been something that you said in the comment that I didn't quite like or I felt uncomfortable about. So please be careful on your comments. Make sure they're really good comments, good feedback, because I don't want to have another discussion again about comments. But I always have advice about that, and I'd be more than happy to sit down or talk to you live about any kind of topic. Please let me know. I'm here. I'm just waiting to hear from you. And please tell me your story. I'd love to hear from you. And then we can make that into a topic depending on what the subject is or what topic or issue or problem that you might have come down the road. You guys have a nice evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, before I go, the next video that may happen tonight within the hour, we'll talk about the upcoming blogs for this week and schedules and all that stuff, and activities and fun blogs. So there's a lot of discussion about that, a lot of talk about that, and I'll try and plan all this stuff out for every month. And I'll let you know weekly what those blogs are and the upcoming blogs. So at the end of each live stream that I do, I will let you know what blog that will be scheduled for that day or the week or the upcoming weeks. I'll even list them in the description below, and then that will give you a list of the upcoming blogs. But please understand that the blogs that may be scheduled are subject to change. If there are any cancellations, the blogs will be rescheduled. If something comes up and I'm unable to make a video, I will notify you immediately and give you those dates of every month. So if there's a day I'm not doing the video, I will let you know, so that way you know a couple days in advance that these are the days that I'm not doing videos, live streams. And then the days that I am doing it, it'd be completely back to normal schedule. So we'll talk about schedules and upcoming vlogs and all that other stuff. There are some exciting things that will be happening, and then there are some things that I do have to discuss, a few other things that are in the making, and some things that I do want to talk about. So kind of stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for watching me and taking the time out. I know I didn't really get a lot of viewers, but that's all right. At least I got one that answered a couple of questions, but I quite didn't understand it. But I got time to listen, learn, and get feedback from you. If I don't understand something, I'm going to ask you, can you repeat that sentence again, or can you tell me what that means? And I can help you out with that. You guys have an awesome day. and I'll see you later. See you later. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again at 10:30. And thank you for watching. We'll see you at 10:30 tonight. And possibly again at 11:30 for our third vlog tonight. Stay tuned for more and we'll see you then. Thank you.